Oh yeah, breakfast time. Big salute, big salute, big salute, big salute. Big salute to all my loved ones, support goon, support squad, big brother now. Big salute to all my righteous revolutionaries going hard with the revolution. Big salute. Trapflix.com, 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 trapflix.com. If you're interested in the investment options, what we call trap coins, please tune in, tap in to the description below. All my details in the description below. And you reach out to me and we could talk about the purchase options, the details. Yeah, all the deeds. So make sure you reach out to me. All right, y'all. We got a live reaction this morning. Brought to you by Mud Fossil University. Through me, the third person. We're gonna investigate the flood theory. Well, the flood, Joe Rogan trying to get knowledge on the flood, but somebody is giving him some misinformation. So the good old professor, he correcting the misinformation that Joe Rogan is receiving. Let's jump straight into it, shall we? For YouTube, StreamYard, and everybody else, disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Lego.
And it's Joe Rogan examines ancient flood evidence. Here goes.
Something that's going to blow your mind. So this area right here, we discussed this last time as being water ripples. I've measured these more than 3,000 feet to 6,600 feet in between each ripple and more than 200 feet high. Wow. So if these are indeed caused from ripples like you see on the beach from catastrophic flooding, this is a force of water that is truly, it goes beyond the mind's comprehension. It's something that I don't think we could even understand. I don't know how to say this, but no one else seems to be talking about this. Do you want something that's going to blow your mind? So this...
Anyway, I've been talking about it for years and years and years. Now, what he's talking about is just that there was a flood coming out of there. Well, that to me was quite obvious, and I pointed that out many, many, many times. But the real interesting part is what I'm going to show you now. Okay, the fella on Joe Rogan's show there is talking about this spot here and how there's a whole batch of ripples and there must have been a flood there. Well, I think that's kind of obvious. These are just, mud ran out of here and created the Cape Verde Islands. That's where all this stuff ran. Now, Plato said that when Atlantis collapsed, which this right here, I'm virtually 100% certain that's Atlantis. When that did collapse, there was so much mud ran that they will never speak of mud again. And this is the eye of the Sahara. And there's so much to talk about here. It's almost impossible to bring everything up. But the most important part is, first of all, it was outside the straits. It controlled the straits. This is the straits. As far as I'm concerned, that's the straits. That's straight. And that was made and constructed to restrict access to the Libyan Sea, which is this. That's what that was. And that's the straits. All right, you see it coming out of Atlantis. Atlantis comes out. They owned the straits. They were fabulously wealthy because you can't get into the Libyan Sea without paying them. I guess that's probably the way they did it. Now, when the whole thing collapsed, it ran out over here. But why did it collapse? Well, I think it collapsed because of the battle between this giant dragon right there, who was Typhon. And there's the dragon's head right there. Now, if you can't see that, you better just stop and look. Just take your time and look. This is the throat. All right, there's his red flared eye. And that's exactly what they said. He had a red flared eye. He had all this flashy stuff going down the side of his neck, which I'll show you. It goes all the way down, just like they do in the parades in China and so forth. His nose comes right up around here. And this is all this flary, flashy, you know, out of control hair, whatever it was. And they talk about it in Apollodorus 1.6.3. Go look it up. Apollodorus 1.6.3. This is Typhon. This is his neck, runs all the way down. This is all runoff of decaying bodily fluids. These are dragon scales because that's what a dragon has, is scales on its throat. And that's the throat. And these are the scales. Now, I've been talking about this for many years and having zero discussion about it. And as far as I'm concerned, this is what must have caused this event. It seems to look like it all happened at the same time. I try to trace it back. And if you follow all the flow of the mud, it appears to run over the top of the fish. And I didn't talk about the fish yet. That's the fish. It's being attacked by the dragon. I'm sorry. This is just real. This is real. But nobody's talking about it. That's the thing.
I wonder if a fish that big. So now the story about Jonah, I can see that story about Jonah being trapped in the whale, the giant whale. Yeah, I could believe that. I could believe that now. Look how big that fish is. That's damn near the size of a whole country, a whole state. Look how big the dragon is. You can't dispute mud fossils.
Nobody's talking about. This is what drives me crazy. I've been talking about this for a minimum 5-6 years at least. And I have so much evidence on this, it can't be denied. Absolutely cannot be denied. It's impossible to deny it. And it's on the old maps too. They show this dragon's throat cut right here. And that again is in Typhon, was his throat was cut. And this is still blood coming out of here because blood makes things turn really green. So there's still some blood in that dragon's throat still coming out in the desert, causing this. Anytime any moisture comes in there, it turns green as can be. And these are the blood running out, the black and the red blood. I've shown them hundreds and hundreds, literally hundreds of times I've shown this. Hundreds. And he runs all the way back here, all the way back here. This is still dragon scales back here.
Dang.
You have to be able to see that. And this is the same thing. It's a running off of a dead, decaying dragon in the desert.
Yep.
And that's the stuff running off. Effluent, they call that. All right, it takes a while to settle in. You see that? That's not just accidental runoff. That's effluent running off from some kind of creature's body. And these plates were just staggeringly tough. I can see the chemistry here is, if you look at closely at how they're made, it's stunning. And something cut right through that dragon scale up at the other end. And they say it was Zeus's great and mighty sword, which was the thunderbolt. But he was attacking this fish. And this was where the fish was being attacked into his vital flesh. This is actually bodily tissue under here. It's eating the surface off so we can look right down inside and see the blood vessels. Get any doctor. Ask a doctor what that is. These are arteries coming down. These are blood vessels. And then they turn at the very tips, they turn into
if you ask a doctor, boy, the doctor here, the doctor gonna be like, well, what is this? Doctor might start tripping.
oh man. The capillaries. Oh, I'll tell you, it's tough when you get old. These are the capillaries right at the very end, but these are the arteries. They come down, they turn into the blood vessels, and then at the very tip, they constrict so much, and that's what causes your blood pressure. This is what creates the pressurization at the very end of the tips. And then they go into the black things, which are the veins. And then the veins take all of these ending products of the blood all the way back up. Now somebody's using them, it looks like as a road. I don't know, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But they all have these veins at the end of where the capillaries tip off. And the reason all these things are growing out here is because they're growing in red blood. I told you before, red blood loves plants, and plants love red blood. That's why everywhere you look, every one of these little red branches has things growing in it. They grow all the way out to the tip out here.
That's why I say the best fertilizer for your garden is dead animals, old decaying, old food scraps, anything that's dying. Make your garden real green.
There's nothing growing in the black. The black is devoid of life, basically. Is what it boils down to, is the way as I see it. The red is just covered with life. And that's why at the throat that was cut, the red blood is still coming out of that throat. That's why there's so much red blood or so much growing green over here. See this? That tissue there has been invaded. This tissue down here hasn't been invaded. You can basically almost see the same stuff underneath if you look real careful. But there's scales on top, so you can't see it. But up above,
that's why that sand out there in the desert look like it got little diamonds glistening in it. Well, y'all gotta get y'all passport. Y'all come out here and see. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, this even look like something different, something special.
Where this tissue was actually eaten into, right there. That was literally eaten into. It came down on top from the dragon's face, right off his mouth here, and landed right on that fish. Now, is this a coincidence that it's laying here as this flood? Maybe the flood happened before or after. I don't know, but I'm the way I'm looking at it. What's this stuff here running across him? All right, the flood must have happened as he was dying, and some of the stuff ran across his tail.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
That's just fish's tail right here, and some of the stuff ran across, it looks like to me, and some of this stuff ran across over the top. And then, of course, the major part of the flood was here, and that created the Cape Verde Islands. So I've been talking about this for a long time, but this is the part where this is what I want to talk about. And again, this is all written about in ancient history, but these were the Greeks that were writing about it. And they wrote, Apollodorus was a Greek writer. I think it was 180 BC, somewhere around there. And he wrote all about this stuff. Exactly. The details are unbelievable. And these are the thighs of a human. And he says it specifically. There's the dragon, runs all the way across here. Here's his body. I think that might be a wing. I'm not sure. But these are the thighs. Now, can I say they're thighs with any authority? Yes, I can. I've looked at these. I understand biology, and I understand the anatomy of bodily tissues. And this is layers of muscle. And they go down, and it runs right out to the edge. And these are this is all biology on the outside here. This is all biology. And then what happened was all the skin that was on here eroded away and pushed out to here. This is skin. You think, oh, it's just mud and dirt. Well, basically, skin does turn quite a bit like mud. But this right here these are muscle tissues. You have to be able to understand what you're looking at, and very few people do, but I do. These are a type of sarcomere, and they need a lot of blood, and they constrict this whole area. And this is one of the areas that has, I'm not sure, I have to really look close, but I know that this is like the edge, and of course this has some kind of dragon scales around it, but people are living here because they're living on the runoff of the bodily fluids. And out here, you see this? You think those are just sand dunes? No, this is a skin. This is that thing's leather hide.
Damn. Leather hide.
All right, this is what's really interesting. This is actually the skin. If you showed this to somebody that tanned hides, they'd look at that and they'd say, yeah, that's exactly what a hide is. So that's a hide. I mean, my belt is just like this too. And it ran off the edge. That's where all the skin is, all over here. Now, in between his legs, it piled up. It didn't lay out flat like that. Here, it's all bundled up, see it? Here, it's all pushed together. You see that? On the other side of his leg, it's just sprawled out. But here, it's in between his legs, and it's all pinched together. See it? I think that's pretty interesting.
Very interesting.
See this? That's not average. You know, mountain ranges, rocks just laying there with these patterns. No, and all of this abrupt transition. These are actually where the tips of the muscles lock into another row of muscles underneath. Same thing here. You see it? You see all these different colors coming out of the tips of the. These are some kind of sarcomeres. There's different types of muscles. This is the feathery type.
Okay.
You see that? And then they run their. This is really the capillary area where it pours out its. It uses whatever's coming down here. This is your red blood coming down. It uses it in these muscles, discards it. Now, let's see. So that's one of his legs, which was basically a thigh. Now, this is maybe like his kneecap area right in here somewhere where that curve could be. I don't know.
So that means it's gold. They say the gold, when you die, it goes to the tip of your fingers and to the tip of your toes.
Or it could be right here. But there's no question this is some kind of biological formation. Now, why it's curved in this manner, I do not know. But I would suspect there's some kind of, these are muscle attachments. I'm almost 100% positive of that. And this is the skin that's eroded this way and the skin eroded that way. And what we're looking at is the muscles of one of his thighs, and this is the other thigh. And it'll have the same sort of patterning. See? These are muscle attachments. And they might also lock into tendons and so forth. But you're going to see the transitions of where the body tissue, you know, whatever tissue it is, these are basically muscles. Now, it comes down here to the bottom. And people are living down here, I'm sure, or, well, I don't know if they are or not, but it looks like there's a lot of chemistry going on down here. Well, I don't think anybody is living here. I thought it was green and people were living here, but I don't think so. Now, sometimes you get all this blocky looking stuff from from Google Earth, but anyway, that's right down here somewhere, I believe, is where he starts to go into the coils, because that's what it says. Apollodorus 1.6.3 says this is exactly what he was, and these are his thighs of a human, which I showed you. They sure look humanish to me. And all this stuff appears to me to have happened at the same time. Okay, like I said, I've been talking about this issue in the desert there for many years. Please contact Joe Rogan. You can contact him, I guess, his email and through here. I did. I just tried to make a contact saying, please, let's discuss this situation in the desert. I have a lot of information, as I will show you now. So if you like what I'm showing, please contact him. If I can get this on Joe Rogan, we can get some of the mud fossil information out there. It's been very, very suppressed for many years now. So if you want to help, that's the way you can help.
Facts. Big salute, Professor. Big salute, Professor. So, family, what y'all think? What y'all think? Do you believe in giants? Wa alaikum salam. Big salute, Muhammad Saeed. Big salute, fam. Feeling good, feeling great. How you feeling, fam? I had talking about the dragon out there in the desert, and I think that's Mali Mediterraneans out there in the Sahara Desert. Yo, Joe Rogan was trying to get, had some guy on there talking about what he think. He sound like a smart guy. Well, if you go back and watch the Joe Rogan interview, the guy don't have no references. He like, oh, I've been studying this and I've measured this and measured that. And it was giving Joe Rogan some misinformation. So big salute to everybody that tuned in. I was just a little early morning, a little reaction. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave your reaction comment. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know what y'all think. Is myth? Is it legend? Is it actual events? Which one? Mac Dudes. Big salute. I'm gonna try to come back in a little bit with a Black history, some Black history facts. Yeah, it's still Black History Month, so we gotta come out with some Black history facts. But I just had to educate y'all this morning. Listen to people that got sources that can refer you to where they get their sources. So big salute to Mud Fossil University, Professor Raj. Big salute to Joe Rogan trying to get his learn on. And big salute to everybody in the chat. Big salute to everybody that's tuning in, tapping in. Trapflix.com, trapflix.com, trapflix.com. Make sure you go register. Yes, this is a lot that's undiscovered in Africa. And then it's a lot that they don't want you to discover in Africa. This is why they try to keep us out of Africa. Because once we start connecting the dots, then that's when the veil is lifted. That's when you go to work and all your Caucasian friends and employees and the ones that don't know. Now, see, like Professor Raj and my people from Redacted, Joe Rogan, these are respectable, respectable folks. But, you got them other ones that ain't respectable. You got a lot of people that don't know this information. You got a lot of people that's trying to hide this information. So, yes, it's a lot that's undiscovered, and it's a lot that's discovered, but they just don't want you to know. They don't want you to know what you come from. They don't want you to know about your ancestors, sis. Yeah, they don't want you to know. Yeah, they don't want you to know that you are a direct descendant. When they say we are little G's, we are little gods, we really are. We are direct descendants of the gods. You see the color of your skin? That's your receipt right there. That's your verification. Now, what tribe that you might belong to, we may never figure that out. You know, that's gonna take some science and DNA run through. But just know, you come from one of the mighty ones. You come from one of the mighty ones. We all do. We all do, but we are direct descendants. We are the children. Everybody else, we created. Yeah, we created everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, big salute to everybody that tuned in. I hope y'all learned something. Yeah, she looked at you crazy because she like, oh, you know who you are? Because Black Americans and African Americans, we the ones that we don't know. We don't know nothing. All we know in America is Jim Crow, slavery, and get it how we live. We don't know. We don't got no culture in America. Black Americans don't got, what is our culture in America? What, somebody tell me right now, what is our culture in America? We might need to come back and do a whole live on this. In America, we have no culture. The little culture we had, the hip hop culture we had, Tekashi 6ix9ine and DJ Academics killed that. I repeat, Tekashi 6ix9ine and DJ Academics killed what little bit of hip hop culture we had. Now look at the state of hip hop right now. Yeah, big salute. Now look at the state of hip hop right now. Niggas is killers and snitches, hitters and snitches, hitters and rats. Yeah, we don't got no culture. Look, American culture, the culture of America is rob, stealing, and killing. When you think about it. Rob, stealing, and killing. That is American culture. Rob, steal, and kill. That's American culture. Now see, when you don't act ratchet in the hood and you show these other races that you are intelligent and you know, then they look like, oh shit. Especially the ones that look at you like, oh, they don't even know who they is. It's so sad. See, that's how all the other races look at us. Like, look at these. It's so sad. That's why majority of white America, they get a kick out of watching us act stupid, watching us fuss and fight on TV. We are their entertainment. We entertain them. Modern day gladiators, the baseball players, the basketball players, the football players, these are modern day gladiators in the Coliseum. Yeah. See, in America, you won't really realize you a slave until you leave. Until you get up out of there, then you'll realize you're like, damn, I'm a slave in the mansion in America. Just a rich slave, still to this day. South Africa beat us. They made it. In America, we going through apartheid right now. Yeah, we going through apartheid right now in America. How many black men have lost their life this Black History Month? Somebody tell me. How many black men, and Black History Month ain't even over yet. But how many black men? It's a hell of a Black History Month, ain't it? Black men still getting killed by the police in America. And now it's black on black. I guess they say, yeah, we can't have any white officers killing any black folk. It got to be some black officers because it's Black History Month. And a black police department. Yeah, apartheid never ended. They just gave us comfort. Yeah, you right, sis. Apartheid never ended in America. So while Americans thinking they up, promoting a lie, promoting an illusion, it hurts when reality hit. Yeah, it hurts when reality hit. Like they say, the truth hurt. Yeah, the truth do hurt. So hit your lick on that plantation like our ancestors did, and run, baby, run. Yeah, run, baby, run. Matter of fact, matter of fact, we're gonna end off with this. And can I find it? Here you go. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Entertainment and educational purposes only. This is what we going through. We living in it. Is you gonna be like Django? You got Django in your neighborhood?
Ruka ain't gonna appreciate this. Now she work in the house, John. You can mess her skin up, and you gonna mess up. She ain't gonna be worth the damn thing. Now your Bible say,
felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulder.
I told you that I was going to. You ready? She the one out for me. If anybody should be getting booked, that should be me. It should be me, John. I've been here long enough. You know me. You know me a long time now.
Facing the fear.
Hey, I like the way you beg, boy. I like the way you beg, boy. So big salute to everybody, man. I love y'all, man. Prepare the best y'all can. Build your knowledge up. Build your prayers up. Build your family up. And break away from that system. Democrat, Republican, break away from that. Break away from Democrats and Republicans, boy. God want all Democrats and all Republicans. God want their head on a platter right now. For all the blood, all the confusion, all the killing that they've been doing over these centuries. Yeah, so break away from that. If anything, black, white, Latin, all the free minds need to come together. It really, right now, it's really not about race. See, as a people, we strong enough to overcome the slavery. We big enough to overcome Jim Crow. It's up to us, Mr. MP40, big salute. That Django, hey, that Django one of the best of all time with Jamie Foxx and his devilish self. But yeah, we need to kill that race because the division is gonna keep us set back from glory. All like minds need to come together. Whether you black, white, Mexican, we all need to come together, y'all. It ain't just about the black division in the black community. It's division in the human community. So we all need to come together. But for us to take the leadership role, we got to build up our knowledge and build up our prayers. Those are two very important things that we got to build up. Knowledge and prayers. And then you got to plan, plot, strategize. And then we could take our leadership role and bring this world back to righteousness. Because if we don't, oh, God he here to wipe our noses. The only thing that's saving y'all from getting y'all nose white is people like me, people like JT the Bigger Figure, people like Joe Rogan, people like Professor Roger from Mud Fossil University, people like Redacted. But the people noses that God want to white, your Charleston Whites, your DJ Academics, your Jay Princes, shit, damn near the whole hip hop industry. All these people causing chaos and confusion. Yeah, these are the people that God won't knows to be white. So at the end of the day, if we go out banging, the righteous ones, if we go out, shit, y'all gonna get y'all nose wiped anyway. The ones that's claiming that demon life shit, you better hope we stick around. Cause when we gone, oh yeah, God coming to hot damn, woo. God coming to wipe your nose. If you got a little niece or a little sister that be on Instagram shaking her little stinking ass, she gonna get her little nose wiped. If you got a little nephew, little brother, little cousin, and he out there, he don't pray. All he want to do is run the streets and, spend up folk money, don't want to be progressive. He gonna get his little motherfucking nose wiped. I don't give a damn how much fake love that y'all got for these kids and these youth right now, because you don't got no real love for them if you're not trying to get them to safety, if you're not trying to elevate them. You ain't really got no love for them. You cap. So stop capping. Stop capping talking about you love your kids, you love this, you love that. Stop capping. Y'all better stop that shit. Stop using your kid as an scapegoat because you want to fit in with everybody else. Because if you really care about your kids, you'll be focused on their safety right now. Yeah, you will have them a safe place. You will have prepared a safe place. Yeah, I hear a lot of people. I'm eating this fish boy, I got a bone. There's a lot of people that don't need no kids. And there's a lot of people that's putting their life on the line to make sure their kids are straight. Well, this is the message to the ones that just talk just to fit in. They ain't really doing right by their kids. They're letting their kids walk all over them, do what they want to do, talk back. Man, if you don't teach your kids how to be humble and give them some discipline, that's part of being righteous. If they're not humbled and disciplined, oh, God for sure gonna wipe they little demon ass noses. I don't give a damn. They 2-3 years old. God gonna make sure he stomp on their little head. You little demon, die. You gonna grow up to be a big demon. You got to die, you little ass demon. You little ungrateful, talking back, little bastard. Yeah. So big salute to everybody, man. Big salute, love y'all, man. Let me dig in this rabbit hole a little bit more. Eat me some more breakfast, eating fish for breakfast. And we might come back with another one. I know y'all probably gonna be asleep, but leave your phones on when that notification bell go off. Y'all know it's me, back with some more. I'm finna go find some Black history facts right now. Matter of fact, we finna find some Black history facts about Django. I want to know the real story of Django. Yeah. So we might do that just for Black History Month. I'm trying to do some Black history fact every day until Black History Month over with. And then we still gonna do more after. But you gotta know where you from to know where you going. Lawrence Thomas, big salute, fam. Big salute for your humble heart, fam. Word up. Big salute. See, you may want to stay on longer, but I gotta go find some more. I gotta go find some more messages to give out. So big salute to Lawrence Thomas. That's one of my guardian angels right there. Yeah, one of my guardian angels right there. So big salute to everybody, man. I love y'all, man. I hope y'all got the message. And we're gonna be back with some more. Man, see, look. Aura. Real recognize real. That aura. You already know. Big salute, fam. Big blessings to you and your family, fam. Word up. Big blessings and big salute. So I love y'all, man. And we'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. Trapflix.com, eegarscorp.net, SEEGARS.net. eegarscorp.net, SEEGARSCORP.net. Put in your orders for your bundle of gold. If you can hit you a big lick for about 25 racks, come pull up on me so we can back your cryptocurrency up with some. Yeah, holla at me. Yeah, holla at me. Get your 20, hit your lick for your 20 racks or better. Get your passport and pull up. And pull up, and it's all up from there. Yeah. So now I see why God bless me to come to y'all. Cause I gotta connect that only rich people got in America. That only rich people got. Even some pawn shops and gold sellers in America don't got the plug I got. Ooh, I can't wait to show y'all raw, real. Ooh, I can't. I'm showing y'all, but I'm going there to show y'all. And when y'all see, when I'm able to put my face on that coin, y'all gonna be like, the boy got his own money. The boy got his own money. Love y'all, man. Big salute.